Hello, welcome back to another day in the arena. It is me, it's CGB. Today we're going to do the white starter deck build, or as it could also be known, why Kaladesh is totally completely broken, or as it could also be known, how to play vehicles in every color and be successful. So, if you are into the white creature cards for whatever reason, maybe this appeals to you a little more than the black or the red, I'm curious to see how it stands up to those builds, as they are both very good. Also, red right now gets planeswalkers in the form of Chandra, which I think has a lot to do with the strong appeal of red right out of the box. What an interesting hand. So yes, it's white, but once again, we're using cards like Spire of Industry and the one Concealed Courtyard we are gifted to do things like scrounge the scrap heap. This is a very medium hand and not very powerful. 3 2-drops and 4 lands. I'm going to try it. It has no problem putting down pressure, but it's not the fastest, and I'm a little concerned about that. Drawing another land off the top is a very bad thing, and we really can't see many more if we want to be competitive in this game. Our opponent opening up on the blue and the black. This says target creature, so if it's an artifact creature, indestructible. So we want to lead on something that is not an artifact creature. 2 energy to exile it. So we want to play this when we have energy. So I'm going to lead with Saram. And having a Saram on the battlefield can draw you a card if we cast a vehicle, an equipment, or an aura. I will tell you, it's all about the vehicles, as this is not even an aura. It is funny that we drew an enchantment. Alright, let's play a land and get going. And now we'll deploy the Scrap Heap Scrounger. If our opponent wishes to counter this, God bless him, it'll come back anyway. Scrap Heap Scrounger consistently just being one of the strongest and best cards. Our opponent doing nothing and scooping. Domination. Respected the Scrap Heap Scrounger. That pause tells me Essence Scatter, and our opponent's like, nah, I don't want to Essence Scatter Scrap Heap Scrounger. The Regal Bloodlord. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain life, 1/1 bat. Whee! Let's go right in for another. Hopefully I don't have to re-record this intro and we get some real games, as you hate to just play those non-games too much. But of course, we are continuing to climb the ranks. It is interesting that I spent so many mythic wildcards and rare wildcards building things like 5-color dragons, and totally tanked my rank doing it. No regrets. Good times were had. But then playing these starter decks, I have no problem climbing right back up the rank. Why? Because Kaladesh is broken. Alright, let's keep it. All these playsets from Kaladesh and Aether Revolt are just stronger than nearly everything that's come after it. Just about everything. And by a wide margin. Not close. Amonkhet was considered an underpowered set, and it is a very strong set with, I mean, it's got, look at what's in there, Glorybringer for God's sake, but considered an underpowered set at the time just because of how stupid good Kaladesh was. And then look at what happened when Ixalan came around. Ugh, everybody was like, this set is terrible. So we have Bomat Courier here too. Again, that special ability there is only activated through like Spire of Industry and stuff. We just want more artifacts and more aggressive things. Running short on land here and bumping into vampires. It is an issue. So I'll deploy the Scrounger and D up, as attacking here isn't good. Our opponent will just slam back at us with the vampires and use lifelink against us. Wouldn't be an issue if we were hitting lands, but I'm starting to get scared. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Should target the heart, I would guess, yep. Because Scrap Heap can't block on its own. Oh, man. Alright, land off the top. We did it! And we're back in the game. So, it's the best play. The Harvester lets us continue to be D'd up. I don't know how that'll play out in the long term. A Fairgrounds Warden can take out a vampire, but I think we need to save it for a Lord. So we'll play the Harvester. And the question is, do we attack here or not? I don't think so. I think we just say that is fine, pass the turn, make our opponent have another cast out. If they do, it's a bit of a super feels bad, but we have to take the risk. Oh boy. Well, our opponent feels good about something. Not sure what it is that would be able to hit this only when it's a creature. Maybe a Vraska's Contempt? If so, it was going to hit our opponent, our creature anyway, so we have to live with that. More 4-mana removal spells. At least it keeps our opponent from developing their board, and now we've drawn the lands we need. So we can do some fun stuff. Let's go Saram's Expertise. Now, do we want to hold this? I've said that I do for a Lord. Is that the right play? I think so, because then we get Built to Last and play a Fairgrounds Warden next turn if we don't draw the land. Let's get the Bomat going. And get in there. Work on that life total. And see if our opponent has a Lord. Yep, there it is. And a Martyr of Dusk. Looking good for him, but we don't want to take these trades because once the Lord is gone, we'll be much better off. We are dead to a Sanctum Seeker, I do understand, but that doesn't mean we don't want to play it this way. Take you away. Let's go see if our opponent wants to do any blocking here. It's not where I want to use a Built to Last, but I don't think it's going to get much better. Obviously, the indestructibility isn't going to matter hardly at all against an opponent using Cast Outs and Vraska's Contempts. And now we're hoping that there isn't another Lord. If there is, yeah, there you go. I don't think we're going to come back from this now. Guess I could draw a Thopter Arrest for that creature, and that would be the best way to deal. The blocking is getting really hard to see what's going on, but it looks like this is your unblocked, and that's fine. So it'd be really nice to resolve this Angel. I don't know what we can draw here. Okay. Well, we can have Hearted Kieran and this Griffin on defense. Let's see what happens. That's a lot of creatures. Does the opponent just keep pushing here? They would have to pretty much throw away their lieutenant, so I don't think so. And the lieutenant's holding it together. Okay. So that requires me to trade, I guess, my Skybreak Griffin. So here's what we'll do. We're going to crew this up. Going to move to blocks. We're going to eat you, I suppose. Block you, and then we have to block one more, so I guess we'll trade this away. Alright, big draw step. Our opponent has 6 decent attackers, so we need to hit this land. We got it. Now, the opponent has a dead lands. They haven't drawn their next land. If they do and they kill the Angel, we're in a lot of trouble. But I do think we need the servos here. So here's a big draw step. Okay. Not so bad yet. Our opponent can attack to flip it, which means our Angel's on borrowed time. Another Martyr. So do you attack here? I don't think you want to. I think attacking here lets me trade like my servos with some of these vampires, but they're going for it. Five attackers. 6 blockers, so I can save my angel. Where's the one getting through? There we go. So nothing's getting through. Again, the blocking screen's very difficult to read. I hope that's resolved soon. All right, what can we draw? A Thopter Arrest. Hanging tough. Whoa, 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 hanging tough. Arrest the lieutenant, then the martyr can be blocked. The 1/1 can be blocked by the heart. We have to think that the angel's going to die because of the dead lands. Although our opponent actually doesn't have another black source, so it doesn't have to. Let's definitely get our attack in. Vigilance. And we want that life. And let's cast out the lieutenant. And we are still alive. And we have good blocks. So you're telling me that there's a chance. It's a pretty good card. Our opponent does have to draw more vampires. I don't think they can attack here, though. Oh my. You don't want to do that. I don't think. I don't see the advantage. Yeah, we block, it dies. Not a great story. Harvester, so that can get us some life points back. I think we have to start chunking our opponent really hard because we've got to get him dead. So let's get these guys going. And here's the Harvester. Lots of energy for lifelink to claw our way back into this. Every draw step crucial right now as we try to turn the game around. And wow. I mean, holy crap. That is clutch. What does it target? It targets the Fairgrounds Warden. So we're going to crew this in case we need to use it for defense. Looks very likely. And that resolves. I think I only have one more Fairgrounds Warden in the deck, so that's I guess one of those odd blessings. Oh my. I can't believe they're doing this. The lifelink from the Harvester negates the attack. I actually gain more life than I lose. Maybe they just found that out. All right, we need to draw a creature because we have more vehicles. We have as many vehicles as creatures. Oh my goodness. That's a creature. Gonna pay off for all this mana. Well, I guess we don't have that much mana, but you get my drift. Also a 3/3 because of the Angel of Invention. So, who can crew? This can crew this. This can crew that. So we can crew this and get in. The Vigilance lets them do double duty. Down to 26. There's a black source, which means Deadlands now gets to kill the Angel. Ugh. Alright. Well, we knew it would come sometime. Should have crewed the heart first. That was a mistake because the Angel, now the heart can't crew off the Ballista. But still not good attacks for my opponent, so I can be grateful for that. Land off the top isn't going to do me any good. Can I still attack? If I'm not attacking, I think I'm losing. So I think I have to keep it up. It's risky, but I can't be shy. I can't win the long game. I need to get lucky for several turns. And this is one way of at least trying to get back into it. And at least we have a mana sink with the Ballista. We are definitely at risk. A lot could go wrong. But this is the way I believe we have to try. Are you kidding me? What back-to-back draws? Okay. Okay. And that we do have 4 of. Interesting. So we add a counter. We accrue the heart. Block the Legion Lieutenant. Use the Ballista. On this one, because it doesn't come back, of course, this one would just replace itself. And now the Lieutenant's off the board. Ugh, brick on the draw. So now we have to trade our heart with the Martyr. Well, I guess our opponent would have to find a land. I don't have a way to draw a card, so I can slow roll this card. But hard to beat back-to-back Ixalan's Bindings in that spot. And now our opponent has the first fort to start grinding us out. So what do we need to draw? More Ballistas, I guess. Lots of them. This has been a great game. I'm going to definitely show it. Don't know if it's the best example of what our deck is capable of. Okay. Well, not shying away from it. But if our opponent has like a Vraska's Contempt here, we'd lose. But there was no other way. And if so, then they drew 3. I mean, wow. Just, you can't beat that. Can't beat that luck. Oh well. That's life. Let's see if we can do another. Honestly, that was way overdue. I haven't lost a game playing these starter decks yet, which is kind of absurd. So the first one I lose is with white versus just a vampire deck with the killer instinct, it must be said. Okay, got a decent hand here. 1, 2, 3. It's very powerful. Diregraph Ghoul, so perhaps we're up against the Zombos. Let's deploy our Ballista for 1 so that the Toolcraft Exemplar gets pumped. And our Sky Sovereign might turn out to be an absolute house against the zombie deck, so I'm excited to have that in my hand. Fairgrounds Warden, Ballista, they can buy some time. No blockers, thank ya. Brains. Guess save removal spell till my turn, I'm guessing. So we'll put the trigger on the stack. Oh, in the tank. So hard to make this decision. What do I do? Oh my god. Is it this one that I kill or this one? That one? This one? Personally, I'd kill this one. He's got 0 timeouts. Make the play or... Okay. Cool. I think I'm getting a free attack out of my opponent. Oh, wait, now they get a new timer. God, that's... I hate that. I really do. They roped me hard enough. Can we please just... And now they're going to kill it? That is really late play. Should have done that well before this Toolcraft trigger resolved. But hey, sorry for the salt. It's the roping, man. Getting roped just brings out the nasty in me. So our opponent also has a fatal push, I guess. Oh, Dread Wonder. Yay. Just a little bit of lag, it looks like, as they try to resolve all their cards. No blocks. Okay, we got SRAM. Got a Fairgrounds Warden. Warden can take out the Mimic. Is that the right target? I think my opponent would have played a different Lord if they had one. I guess Mimic is a big pain in the butt. But Mimic's also something that the Sky Sovereign can always hit, but it takes other things away from it. It's a tough use here of trying to find how to hit the Warden. But if we hit a land in the next 2 turns, the Sky Sovereign should be able to shoot down a Lord too. I guess we'll see. Maybe my opponent will trade it with the Mimic, or with the Exemplar. We want to stay aggressive. Always stay aggressive if you can. You have to assume that your opponent's decks are a little more powerful than yours. So you've got to stay aggressive. Give me that. There we go. There's the Lord. Yep. Can't hold back. Can't stop, won't stop, opponent. Man, if we get to play the Sky Sovereign, life is going to be great. Oh yeah, baby. Roar. Katy Perry would be happy with how much we are roaring. Alright, let's see. The zombie deck needs quite the miracle to finish us off on this one. Keep reading the Sky Sov. It doesn't get better. For you. Perhaps a Vraska's Contempt? If that's the situation, let's just move to combat. Attack. With the flyer. It'll kill you next turn if you don't kill it. So I'm just I'm playing around Murder and Vraska's Contempt here and forcing the opponent. Okay, they did have a Murder. There you go. So now they have to find another one. So let's play you and you. Deadlands. Sure. But if they tap really low on their turn, they're just going to get killed. So, yep, Sky Sovereign will carry the day. Alright, I don't believe we got in to look at the deck, so let's do that very quickly. Do I think it is as good as the red deck or the black deck? Absolutely not. I do think it is the weaker of the 3, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try white and play some different colors and learn what you like about them. Obviously, if you were to unlock more Toolcraft Exemplar, it's probably the best card that the deck can play, and you should consider it. Built to Last is a surprisingly good spell, saving things like your Heart of Kirin, Harvesters, and your Sky Sovereign from all kinds of removal, and the buff can just kind of save your other little creatures as well. I like it a lot better than Built to Smash, which can only target an attacking creature. Built to Last can target any creature. So, pretty solid guy. Bomat doesn't shine in this deck, but we have no other real way to gain card advantage, so I think it's right for the build. I'm amazed at how a Silver Beak Griffin does, just 2 white for a 2/2. It can keep getting in there so that if your initial push is decent, the Silver Beak Griffin, the flying Heart of Kurans and Harvesters, and the walking ballistas can give you some reach to finish the game. We got 1 Leonin War Leader, we didn't draw it, but SRAM's Expertise, Angel of Invention are some other rares and mythics that you got out of Kaladesh, so you may as well play those. I do have, this is a very vehicle heavy build with 8 vehicles. SRAM, which can draw a card whenever you play one, is a payoff for that. The rest of the deck, not really a payoff for that, other than they're just very resilient threats that are hard to sweep away. Aerial Responder's fine. There's a lot of fine, I would describe as fine in the deck, and playing the 1 Concealed Courtyard, 1 Vantage to help pay the costs on things like bow mats and scrap heaps. Alright, I hope you enjoyed today's video with the white starter deck, something a little bit different if you're looking to just start playing with decks that are totally free in the game right now, that cost you nothing. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with the rest of the Magic Primary Color starter decks. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, like, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you later.